No, former President Donald Trump did not personally propose a bill to lower the age of dependents from 18 to 7 years old. However, a provision in the House Republicans' One Big Beautiful Bill Act, passed on May 22nd, 2025, which aligns with Trump's agenda, includes a change to the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP. Supplemental, that lowers the age at which parents are exempt from work requirements from 18 to 7 for dependent children. Right? So parents are exempt until the age of 7, right? To have to worry about any type of work requirements, right? So all the way up until for 7 years, right? So for 7 years, the parents does not have to worry about work requirements, right? So parents with children age 7 or older would need to meet work requirements, 80 hours a month of work, education, or community service, right? So after 7, the parents have to do some type of work, get some type of education, or community service / volunteering, pretty much, right? To maintain their SNAP eligibility, unless other exemptions apply. For example, married parents living with someone who complies with SNAP rules. Okay? All right. The change applies specifically to SNAP work requirement exemptions and does not alter the general definition of a dependent child across all contexts, which typically remains under 18 or 19 for tax purposes or 24 for students. All right, critics, including Democratic Republican Shontel Brown, have argued this provision should reduce food assistance for families with children as young as 7, potentially affecting. Critics, including Democratic Representative Shontel Brown, have argued this provision could reduce food assistance for family under children as young as 7, potentially affecting 1.2 million families and 1.5 million children. According to the Urban Institute analysis, supporters claim it aims to curb wasteful spending and encourage self-sufficiency. The bill requires Senate approval and may undergo changes. So like I said, there's not going to be any actual cutting of benefits, right? The only cutting of benefits is going to be for the people who aren't eligible anyway, right? Those are the only people that are going to be getting cut from these benefits if you're not eligible, right? So that means you can go and literally go to your church and volunteer. Right? Go to your local community and volunteer, volunteer to clean the community. Get people together that are staying at home and can't work, get out and do something. Like people don't understand. So get the community together and do something with each other, and that's what we need anyway. But the low income families in general, you feel me? Y'all need to get these community togethers and work together. Like how traditional things used to be, where people could go next door across the street and ask for sugar, they were comfortable enough to ask for, some chicken or, to watch the kids for a little bit, that's what we need to get back to, where kids can go up and down the streets running and we know that the people down the street gonna be watching our kids too. You feel me? Or the neighbor over there that's barbecuing is going to let our kids come over too and, and barbecue and eat with them, and we might come over too with a couple beers, whatever, and chill, that's what we need. We need the community back together. And that's why I love this conservative movement. You feel me? I love the traditional values, family, church, community, all that. We need to get back to those things. That's what we really need. Because I'm telling you, bro, being someone that just moved here to South Carolina with a wife who's from Germany, bro, not having no family and actually finding other Armenians and other people in other communities to be involved with helped a lot. It helps a lot. Okay, so and that's what we need to do as a community, as a Black community, low income community, as a community in general of America. We need to depend on each other. That's what we need to do again. We need to depend on each other. We need to work together. We're all in this together. At the end of the day, it don't matter what party you in. It don't matter who you banging with. It don't matter what you claiming. It don't matter what the color of your skin is. Nothing. We are all human beings trying to live to see the next day. Point blank, period. And we all want the best for our kids. It don't matter who the hell you are. We all want the best, right? So we need to be self-sufficient and teach our kids to be self-sufficient. You feel me? Read books at an early age. You remember, like, we need to get together as a community again and work hard. You feel me? Get our kids back to where they need to be. You feel me? Teaching our kids the right way to live. Teaching our kids that you can be anything you want to be with a little hard work. Remember that one song? I think it was Nas. Like, I know I can be what I want to be. If I work hard at it, I'll be where I want to be. I'll be where I want to be. Be. Boys and girls, man. You could be, bro, I'm telling you. And God, I'm telling you. And God, we trust, bro. I'm telling you. Bro, you can be anything, bro. That's what we need to teach our kids, man. We need to come together as a community, work together, rebuild these places. I know it's hard, to like ask for help, but us as a community, we need to get back together and understand that it's okay to ask for help. I don't know, growing up, if my mom knew about the benefits or about anything, or even if she had them, I don't know, but, it's like, think about it, right? People shouldn't have to, like today, people shouldn't have to feel like they're fitting for themselves, we need each other, and I know this, like I said, like having to go to the park water fountain with 2 gallons of jugs apiece and filling it up with water, you feel me? So we can go back to the crib, take a quick bath or wash up, you feel me? Wash up real quick before we go to grandma's house while mama try to figure something out for the weekend. Mama don't want everybody in her business anymore, Mama don't want people, demonizing and telling her what she's doing wrong, you feel me? Mama don't want to feel guilty or feel like she's not doing enough when people are telling her what she's doing wrong and how to fix it. So I mean, like, I get it. I watched it. I watched my mom not asking for help, and I watched her try to do it on her own. I mean, I watched her do it on her own. You feel me? But we gotta understand and get to the point, like, and tell your kids too, like, you're not alone. Stop telling kids and, stop telling each other, you got to fend for yourself and it's only you. Like, no. Everybody in this world wants the same thing. Regardless of how they see it, at the end, everybody wants the same thing. Everybody wants to be happy. They want a good life. They want what's best for them, and they want what's best for the people that they care about.